Chris Salcedo show in for Todd Starnes. Let me get out to Buddy, who's hanging on. Buddy, what city you calling from, man? I know I had it here a second ago, but where are you calling in from?
I'm in Knoxville.
Hey, I visited your fair city a couple of times the last couple of years for Gun Owners of America and their convention. It was a great time. I love your city. I think it's really nice.
Oh, why, thank you, Chris. Yeah, that last guest was very interesting. 8 male family members of mine took that gene therapy jab, and you know what happened? It made them all transgender. They're now all biological.
Well, thank you, buddy. Thank you for the buddy. Thank you for the call. That's amazing. Never heard of that. That's insane. Hey, you know what, folks? I think Buddy might be Ilhan Omar's a coordinator. Her public appearance coordinator, coordinating all the splashing of stuff on Ilhan Omar's face. Thank you, Buddy, for the call. By the way, folks, his name is not Buddy. And by the way, folks, his name is actually Michael. We've given him a name on the Chris Salcedo show. And I know he's called Todd Starnes before. We don't know what his real name is because these people who are leftist seminar callers, they can't put out their real names. Because if they knew, if their insane ideas they would never get a job, right? In the real world, never get a job. As a matter of fact, this we call him Michael after Stargate Atlantis. There was a real nasty piece of work on Stargate Atlantis, and we nicknamed him Michael after that character. Anyway, this guy calls up on the Chris Salcedo show. He actually had the gall and the temerity, even after I had expressed that I have a member of my family who is impacted by autism. He used autism in children as a way to attack conservatives, to attack his political enemies. Childhood autism. That's the level these people will descend to. It's sick and it's sad, folks. It's a real tragedy. And we don't give them airtime because, for me anyway, some hosts might say, okay, fine, you do something like that, you can still talk. And we gave this guy tons and tons and tons of opportunities to come around, have an intelligent conversation. But as you heard, that's what you get. Dishonesty, tomfoolery, and sadism. I mean, who in their right mind would use children with autism to make a political point? That would be leftists. That would be Marxists. Folks, coming up next hour, I am going to be talking about Scott Bessent. You know, this guy is the real deal. Scott Bessent is a 012605926. And one more thing about the left-wing seminar callers. You know, notice what he said. You know, he said that they got the shot and it turned them transgender. It's like these folks have gone bat guano crazy. They're completely anti-science, folks. They are the racists. They're the anti-science folks. And they prove it to us over and over and over again. They're living in a fantasy world, and they expect us to live in the same fantasy world that they do, because the only time that left-wing extremism works, kids, is if you suspend reality. If you don't live in the real world. Such is the case with our former friends over in Europe.